What's up, guys? Got another PS2P video for you. Today I'm going to cover how to use cheats in your games if you want to do that. And I'm also going to cover how to save game files. How to save your save files. Let's say you ran out of space on your memory card internally and you want to save the games to your USB stick. I'll show you how to do that. So let's start with that first. Let's go to Dynasty Wars. So you just press triangle. It's very easy. And you go configure VMC. Now VMC is virtual memory card. And the virtual memory card saves to your USB stick. It doesn't save to the memory card itself. So all you have to do is click that button there. And then you'll have the size you can manipulate. Now, remember, guys, with the original PS2, there were some incompatibilities the bigger the size of the memory card. So, like, you can go up to 64. But I recommend, to avoid any problems, just do 8 megabytes, since, you know, it's going to be pretty much per game. And you can always just change the memory card to another name or something like that for future stuff. I mean, up to you. Everything's up to you. But I've found success with 8 megabyte. So, excuse me. Got a scratchy throat. So anyway, then you go to create. Okay. It'll create the memory card data file. The virtual memory card on your USB stick or your SD card. In my case, I got an SD card in there. It'll take a second once it's done. Then if your memory card says, oh, your memory card is full, blah, 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 it doesn't matter because you can save it on your, however big your stick is. So this is a 256 gig SD card inside of a to USB adapter, which is probably not ideal. You probably want to get like a 256 gig USB stick, because actually 256 gig micro SD card is more expensive, and you're still limited to the speed capacity of the USB port. So there's really no benefit to having it on the memory stick because it's more expensive. Okay, so anyway, once you do that, you press OK, and that's memory card slot 1, and you save changes. Okay, and once you do that, that particular game, whenever you play it, whether your memory card is full or not, which it shouldn't get full for a very long time because you got a 64 megabyte memory card. But let's say for some reason down the line your memory card gets corrupt, and I don't know, whatever reason you would need it for, or you have like 1,000 games, I don't know, you got a 2 terabyte USB hard drive or something, or 512 gigabyte, and you got so many games you've just been saving like crazy, and you were not able to save anymore. So that's the way you would do it. The only downside is you have to do it for each individual game. So if I wanted to do it with this, you know, I go to configure VMC, and you can set the VMC that way. But that's the only downside. Once you set it up once per game and save it, it saves as a profile for that game. So you won't have an issue with that. Another thing I wanted to cover in this video, by the way, if you guys can see here, I don't know if the YouTubers that are writing me are just jumping in and then not coming back, or what, because I have a lot of people that are not subscribed that are requesting things, and they don't come back when I make videos about the things they request. But I just wanted to show you guys, I am working on a list of games that everyone requested to see, and so far this is what I have. Minus a few other games that's on my other memory stick. But don't worry, some videos are coming. I just haven't had the time. This week I'll be vigorously pushing out video game tests. For the sake of argument, okay, so let's cheat device. Okay, cheat device is an app. If you guys see my previous video, I showed how to add cheat device to your USB stick, or any kind of app or homebrew to your USB stick, just by adding it as an app in OPL. You could do that, or you can copy it using, if you start up the PS2 and you hold R1, while it's starting up, you'll get to the boot.elf file, which allows you to copy files and to wherever you want. So if you put cheat device, let's say, on your USB stick, you can just use that file browser basically to copy it to your memory card and run it from there. I didn't see any differences between using it there and not. All right, I did test this. I mean, I'll test it again just so I could show you guys that it works. Let's get off of Punisher because I tested on Punisher just to see if it works, and it does. So basically the way you use this is you find the game you want to put cheats on. Okay, and you enable the cheat, or you can add a cheat. You press X to enable. And, you know, it's been my experience that you don't want to enable like 1,000 cheats, because I enabled like a whole bunch of cheats on Devil May Cry 3, and I couldn't get past the first level, which was kind of weird. I don't know if it was the cheat that was glitched. And I know the file, the ISO, is not a problem, because I went past the first level without the cheat. So just letting you know, if you want to use a cheat, just, maybe 1 or 2. Don't go crazy. I went a little crazy with Devil May Cry, so let's go to Devil May Cry real quick. Not only that, the cheat didn't work when I did it on Devil May Cry, and it's probably because I had so many cheats enabled. So let's go to D real quick. You hold L1 and R1 to go up and down. That's why I kind of don't want to use that as an example, because maybe the cheats don't work, but maybe I was just unsuccessful because I enabled a whole bunch of shit. So Devil May Cry 3 Dante's Awakening. I believe I have Special Edition. I don't know how it's going to read. Let's go to Special Edition. Okay, let's put Infinite Health and leave it at that. And we're going to try that and see if it works. Now, what I did when I was trying this myself and it didn't work, then I went to a different game and just did one code, which was Punisher, and it did before I made this video. I enabled the Infinite Health, Devil Trigger, Infinite Orbs, all that stuff, and no good, my friend. So you don't want to do that. So just do like 1 or 2, something that's not going to overlap the other, because apparently that's a thing. Okay, so after you equip whatever you want, and right now we just have Infinite Health, you just press circle again, and then it's going to say Start Game. So click Start Game. Okay, boot.elf. Okay, that's my ulaunch.elf. That's the file transfer program I was telling you about. But if you want to load right after this right into OPL, all you have to do is make a folder. See, this is memory card. Okay, and all you have to do is make a folder on memory card called actually you make a folder on your USB stick called boot/boot.elf, just like I showed you guys in the other video, and you just rename OPL to boot.elf, and it'll look for that, and that's it, and you can just load OPL. But right now I have boot.elf set up on my memory card as ulaunch.elf, which is the file browser I mentioned to you guys. See, here we go, ulaunch.elf. So you click file browser. Afterwards you go to mass, which is your USB stick, and you can load any homebrew from here if you want. See, that's where I loaded cheat device from, OPL, but I don't have the latest OPL on my USB stick at this moment. So we're gonna go back to memory card where OPL is defaulted to when you get the PS2P, which is gonna be right here. As you see, I already moved cheat device on here too, so I could boot it from there. But there's no reason. Once you boot cheat device once, boot OPL, and then you're back to OPL here, and we're going to test and see if Devil May Cry 3 has Infinite Health. Okay. I don't know that this is going to work. If it doesn't, then I would have to say some cheats just don't work. But I enabled like maybe 13, 14 cheats, and it didn't cheat the game, and in fact it caused the game to crash after the first level. So if this works now, then my theory is correct. You got to do like 1 or 2. Don't go crazy with the cheats. And I don't know if I could chalk that up to the hack, OPL, the app, I know there's a lot of different cheat apps like Action Replay and stuff, but I haven't tested those. But you can use all of those. Those are all homebrew of some type. All right, let's go to new game, turn off tutorial, and gold. Now remember, the only thing we enabled was infinite health, so sorry for the lighting situation I got going on here, guys. I mean, if you guys can recommend like a better camera than my phone, I'm all ears. I'm in the market for a new one anyway. One that I don't have the mount on me, that I can probably just put on my arcade machine over here, since that's my table basically. And anyway, so I guess this will work good as a test for Devil May Cry 3 because nobody has seen it running on the PS2P either. And remember, this is the one with the TV out and everything. So let's see if we get hit if we lose health. Let's see. Nope, we don't lose health. So cheat device does work. Just don't go crazy on the cheats by enabling a whole bunch of cheats like a madman, like I did. Because I guess some cheats don't coincide with the other. Like for instance, there was one cheat that says something like start with Devil Trigger and maxed out weapons and all that stuff I enabled. None of them worked because probably I enabled them all together and there was some confusion. Oh, so that sound you're hearing? That's haptic feedback. This device has haptic feedback. The only problem with the haptic feedback is it's rather loud. So I would recommend probably, and sorry for my camera doing those hiccups. It's not the game, it's my camera. But yeah, I mean, to each his own. You have the option if you buy the 8-inch. It does have haptic feedback. But as you can hear, it's rather loud. And I mean, you could turn up the game system, you're still not gonna, I mean, there's no real benefit to it. And not every game is compatible. Just like on the original PS2, not every game you'll see vibration. I don't know why that is, but I did notice that. Let's see if we can get past the first level. I might as well. And forgive me if I suck. I don't suck at playing this game. I just I'm looking through the camera in order to show you guys the game. So I get a decent mount. That's what I'm gonna have to deal with. Which is fine. I mean, it's not like I can't see the game. It's just that I have input lag. And the game itself doesn't have input lag. It's just the a slight delay because I'm looking through the camera and not through the looking at the device directly. So no, I don't suck at Devil May Cry, guys. One of my favorite games growing up. I figure I'd do some gameplay so you guys can see that there's no issues or whatever. It's one of the games people actually requested. They didn't specify which game, which Devil May Cry, but they did request if I can play it. And so there it is. Yeah, so we do pass the movie clip. See, I didn't even get to this movie clip when I had the cheats on before. But yeah. So basically, I just wanted to cover that, you know, you can use cheat device to make sure that you can get some cheats going on if you wanted to. If it's a game you beat before when you was a kid and you're just playing for nostalgia, you just want to mess around with it, you know, that works 100%. And I've already showed you guys the USB connection. I mean the Bluetooth connection to the wireless controller and the wireless. I mean the display out. I wish it was wireless display, but unfortunately, that's pretty much it, guys. This is the PS2P 8-inch, the latest variant with the DualShock 4 analog sticks. Someone asked me about haptic feedback. It does have haptic feedback, as you guys can hear and see. It does vibrate. Is it worth it? I guess it depends on the person. Personally, I would disable it in games because it's a little bit of vibration and it does have a loud noise. But it's not broken. It does work. Not every game offers it, though. All right, guys. Catch you guys in the next video.